Hello, church. We're looking at 1 Samuel chapter 16 today for our daily Bible reading. The word of the day is with. Chapter starts off with God correcting Samuel for his grief over Saul. Saul has rejected God, and God has rejected him as king. Even though he'll still stay on his throne for a while, his dynasty will not be established. God is going to look for somebody else to be with. And so while Samuel is grieving this fact that God is no longer with Saul, and it got me thinking, how often do I grieve over those who are not with God? Does my heart break for those who have rejected God? Can I plead, intercede with them and with God for them to return and get right with God? And then as the story is going to continue and unfold through the historical events, God directs Samuel to see who he will be with. He will be with David. And so he goes to the house of Jesse to see his sons. And Samuel looks on the outside of just these guys, saying, okay, this is a strong, strapping young man. Looks like he'd be another good king, just like Saul. But yet God says what? God tells him, I look for their heart, not on the outside. So it goes all the way down to the youngest son, which is David, who's out in the field. And it's got to be amazing. You got to think, if you are the older brother, you see Samuel coming, knowing he's looking to anoint someone to be king, and he passes you up, and then he passes your next brother up, and your next brother up, all the way down the line until the youngest brother gets anointed. What would they have felt of knowing that God is choosing to be with somebody other than themselves in this special task? But yet, once again, just God's provision, God's guidance, God's anointing to be with David. So can we rejoice with those who God chooses to be with and those who choose to be with God? Because that is the most important thing we can have in this life, is to be with God through the power of faith and trust in Jesus Christ and what he did for us. Let's be encouraged. Let's be with God. Let's grieve and let's plead with those who are not with God. All right, church, have a great day.